Hi guys, we're gonna get started as soon as more people join. Alejandra, I'm glad to see you back. Hi, Miss Benson. I just changed you into a co-host. I had to look it up over the weekend. So I have to do it. I don't know if it's gonna stay like that for ever. Like we'll see tomorrow. But it's super easy to do. I just had to change my settings and now you're a co-host. Like it says it on the side. So
okay, thank you.
welcome.
No, wait. Let's see.
Tayden, don't leave when I dismiss class, please. Jeremiah, don't leave when I dismiss class and we need to talk to you. Symphony, you too.
Miss Gonzalez, I wanted to ask too, do you mind if I step in during 6th period too? Because
Go
there's
ahead.
a kid I wanted to talk to, and then I can tell you after if you want.
No, that's perfect.
Okay.
Come
Okay.
on in.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, guys, today's a little bit longer than usual, and that's because we're going to be, well, a few announcements, and then we're going to be watching some movie trailers because we're learning about tone and mood today. So I can see Eric's in the middle of joining us right now. And then just as a reminder, Tayden, Symphony, Jeremiah, you guys don't leave after class. I need to talk to you, please. All right, let's go ahead and get started because it's going to be a long one. I'm going to share screen. Pull this down. Okay, I did a couple of things. Number one is I originally had very strict rules for late work, and then I, just because of what's going on, it just doesn't make sense. So here's what we're gonna do. From now on, so starting with week 7, the assignments are no longer going to close. However, there is a due date. So instead of putting due dates on the day or the day after we do something, I've moved it to the Friday of the week. So as long as you're turning it in by the Friday of the week that we're doing it. So anything in week 7 has to be turned in by Friday at 11:59 p.m. But if you pass Friday at 11:59 p.m., then it's going to be considered late, and I will start removing points depending on how late it is. But it's never going to go less than 50% as long as you turn it in. If there's something else that you want to work on, I think I've also moved all of those for week 6 and 5 as well. But if there's something that's closed that you want to work on and still get some kind of credit for it, just let me know in the inbox and I will open it up for you. Let me let a couple more people in. All right, so as usual, Tangerine's right here at the top and your reading log's right here at the top, not due till Friday evening. Let's look at your week at a glance. This week is a little different than usual. One is today and Wednesday are going to be kind of long lessons because we're doing a lot with tone and mood because it can be hard to grasp the difference between the two. So I want to point out to you, you do have to log on to Zoom every day. However, Thursday is just a check-in, and I'm giving Thursday to you guys as a catch-up day. So usually we do 2 different kinds of things in our IN, and instead we're focusing on tone and mood. And rather than bringing in a new thing on Thursday, I decided that I wanted to give you guys a day to just work on whatever it is you need to work on and get your grades up. And then Friday will be our quiz. But last week, week 6's quiz I don't know what the heck was going on. I don't know if it's a Canvas glitch. I don't know what. But I think from now on, I'm not using the type 2 quiz that they put out, the new ones, because I specifically only did one, and then we ended up with two, and then some people couldn't see it, and so more than half of the class didn't take it, and those that did take it were getting all kinds of things marked wrong, even though things were right. So what I did for everybody was delete it. It's not affecting anybody's grade. I completely unpublished it and removed it because it's not fair to hold you guys accountable for something that's having technical issues. So what I'll do is I will be adding some of those questions into week 7, and it'll probably be a little bit longer than usual. Usually you guys have like a 30-point quiz, so it'll be a little bit bigger, but it'll have week 6 stuff in it. Those of you that did take it were doing good. I just don't understand, and I know you don't either, because some of you guys wrote to me why it was marking things wrong. It shouldn't, and you guys were right about it, and that's why I removed it. So I am keeping track of that stuff, and keep doing a really good job at letting me know when you know something's wrong, just because I'm definitely not perfect. Nobody is, and the more we play on Canvas and online stuff, the more I realize that things just need to be fixed. So keep on letting me know when you notice something weird going on. All right. If you also notice that you only have reading on Monday and Tuesday, and that's because we're ending part 2 on Tuesday. So you have a few more pages than usual on Tuesday, but there's no extra reading on Wednesday or Thursday. And that's because I wanted you guys to have time to catch up. So you sort of have, there's no reading, no tangerine questions on Wednesday, and there's none of that either on Thursday, and there's no IN on Thursday. So you technically have Wednesday and Thursday as catch up, but we do have a tone and mood lesson with music on Wednesday. So that means that your quiz on Friday, it's fair game to ask you anything that happens in Tangerine all the way through part 2. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Looking back at your modules. All right, so the first thing I want to bring up are some movie trailers. And we're going to look at 2. The first one is Mary Poppins, and it's the original trailer from 1964. So it's definitely different than what we would see nowadays for movie trailers. But what we're looking at specifically is the feelings you get when you're watching it or listening to the music. How does it make you feel? And you'll understand more once we move on to the next trailer. So we're going to go ahead and watch this one right now.
Fire! Light up the sky. It's the entertainment thrill of a lifetime. Mary Poppins, Walt Disney's newest and most delightfully entertaining motion picture. Starring the toast of Broadway's musical stage, the incomparable Julie Andrews.
For a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in a most delightful way.
And America's fabulous funny man, Dick Van Dyke, as you've never seen him before.
Okay, I'm going to stop that one there. But remember before we watch the next one, what the music was? It was like happy-go-lucky. Dick Van Dyke had like his pants were longer and he was walking around silly, and Mary Poppins was singing about spoonful of sugar. Now we're going to watch a trailer for the same exact movie, but the producer of the video changed the tone, which will also change your mood. Remember, it's the same thing. So this is an important lesson to remember even all the way through Friday and anytime you're reading anything. This same piece of writing or movie or commercial or whatever it is can have more than one tone and more than one mood. It all depends on what the author puts to you. So in this case, these are directors or producers of these little short trailers. So here's another version of Mary Poppins.
Stay awake, don't rest your head, don't lie down upon your bed.
Okay, so notice again, same movie, same clips being pulled out with Mary's like head spinning. That wasn't supposed to be scary, but what we change in writing, the words that we use, is very similar to how this producer of this trailer changed the lighting, changed which parts of the movie he used, changed even like the stay away. Like he took that part of Mary Poppins, slowed it down, and put like a more menacing music behind it, and then it created a totally different mood for you and I. Here's another example. So same movie, and we're looking at different characters from the same movie. So let's watch this one with these two.
Ooh, hello.
Okay, so for that one, it's super interesting because whoever made this trailer actually used two of our Fleck characters, which is interesting because usually when you see some sort of trailer, you're definitely introduced to at least the protagonist, but we don't even see her in this. And then the actual trailer itself changes from sort of a oh, like they're fighting kind of tone to totally uplifting your mood when the reindeer or whatever he is gives the nose back to Olaf, right? So it's like cute because I've seen it like, I don't know, 5 times now, especially because I'm using it to teach, and it makes me laugh every time he sneezes. So it's very much happy and meant to like lift our spirits, right? But most of us have seen Frozen and know that they're just two of the Flat characters. And this particular one, since you know the story of Frozen, we're going to watch this and see how the producer of this trailer totally changed it to change the tone and our mood. Look at the colors. Right away, they're muted. You notice it.
Do you want to build a snowman?
What have you done?
It was an accident.
Your power will only grow. You'll protect her.
I won't hurt you.
Do you want to build a snowman?
I think the best part of that is how they completely changed the do you want to build a snowman. So when she's doing that, originally she's doing it to like get her big sister to come out and like play with her, right? But then they like changed it and made it much more ominous with Anna singing that at the end. And we know that in the movie, that's actually just part like her being sad because she's kind of remembering it and wants to spend time with her sister. But then they bring out that like abominable snowman thing and make it look like a horror movie. So it's crazy how much changing and tweaking little things like color and the music and the wording you use can really change the tone and the mood of what we're reading. So let's go on to our interactive notes. So you guys are going to open up whichever one's easy for you, either PowerPoint, Google, or PDF. I'm going to minimize this and open it up on my laptop for you. Okay, so tone and mood are very similar, and that's why it's important to know the difference. So we're actually going to do it like 3 times here, and I'm doing it on purpose. The more you hear it, the different ways you write it, the different ways you see it is going to help you remember the difference. So up here in our little light bulb box, we're going to write, writers set a mood and tone to their writing by conveying emotion through words. By conveying emotion through their words. And then the big question here is, our essential question is, what's the difference? Right? So under tone, tone is the author's attitude toward the subject, the readers, or the characters. And remember I told you that one thing can have more than one tone. So just like those movies, a piece of writing can also have more than one. So a piece of writing can have more than one tone. The author conveys their tone by the setting, characters, word choice, and other details along the way. So let's go ahead and type that one in here. And I'm gonna take this down to 16. And we're gonna put tone is the author's attitude. Toward the subject, the readers, or the characters. And then I'm going to bold the word tone and also author's attitude. I'm going to bold and underline that. So remember, when you're writing this, tone is the author's attitude, okay? And a piece of writing can have more than one tone. The author conveys their tone by the setting, characters, word choice, and other details along the way. And again, I'm going to go ahead and highlight, not highlight, but bold the word tone. Now the mood is the feeling the reader gets, the feeling we get when we're reading the author's words. So mood is the feeling the reader gets from reading the author's words. And then I'm going to go ahead and bold mood and feeling the reader gets. We're going to bold and underline that too. So it could be the same as the tone, but not always. So remember that, because I'll probably ask you that. Is the tone the same as the mood all the time? Nope, not all the time. Okay. Remember, who's the tone from? The author. Who's the mood? The way that the reader feels. All right. Writers create a mood by using images, dialogue, setting, and plot. And I'm going to go ahead and bold mood again. Remember, the writers have the tone. The writers create the mood, but the mood is the feeling that we get, okay? Now, that's why I put down these emojis here. Remember, tone is the writer. That's why he's got the pencil. And mood is the reader. That's why he's got the book. So down here, I'm going to change this size font. And we're going to put author's feelings and attitude toward the subject. Again, I'm going to lower this down to 16. And then the mood is the reader's feelings based on the author's words. Remember, if I'm going too fast, I'll post this as soon as we're out of class. If you give me about 10 minutes, it'll be up inside of your lesson video calendar. Okay, down here, we're gonna put types of words that describe tone and types of words for mood, and they are different. Again, I'm gonna put this down to 14. Okay, so here's just a list of tone words. Amused, angry, authoritative, cheerful, horror, formal, gloomy, light, optimistic, playful, serious, sad, suspicious, witty. There's tons of them. These are just some. And then for mood words, it would be more like melancholy, mysterious, romantic, sentimental, sorrowful, suspenseful, fanciful, frightening, frustrating, gloomy, happy, joyful. So if they're being, let's look at that second Frozen clip. So it's definitely, it's serious. It's the opposite of light. It's dark. It's kind of pessimistic, the opposite of optimistic. a little bit is angry, like her dad is being angry, but all those tone, what the author would have used, creates more of like a suspenseful mood for us. Like, oh my God, especially at the end, it's like supposed to be like sort of suspenseful and frightening because of the way that they created that trailer. I'm gonna leave this up for another minute. Again, if I'm going too fast for you here, just go back and watch the video. And you're going to submit it right here, whichever one you chose to use. And then here's your Tangerine questions. They're through November 4th. Just like always, if you have a question about what you're supposed to be doing every day, look at your week at a glance. So you're only going through here today, okay? And then you notice that this is a lot less than usual. So like tomorrow we're doing Ed Puzzle, and you've got some questions in there, and then you have time to finish this if you need to. We've got a little bit more Tangerine. And then Wednesday's Tone and Mood is actually 2 pages. You can look at it now, but it's kind of confusing if you look at it because there's all kinds of YouTube links. So wait to try to complete that don't try to complete that without me because it won't exactly make sense. Okay, before I let you guys go, just a reminder, I need the following people to stay in here. Gustavo, Harley, Jeremiah, Tamia, Tayden, and Symphony. The rest of you guys, does anybody have any questions?
I have a question about late work.
Sure.
Okay, so what is it going to count as like 50% off?
If you turn it in late, starting this week, because I left it open, as long as you turn it in by Friday, it's 100%. After that, it's going to go down. So like if you're turning it in a day late, I'll probably just take off 10%. If you get to like a week late, it's going to go down to 50%.
Oh, okay.
It's
okay,
better
thank
than,
you.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's better than getting 0, okay? And it's better than having it closed because a lot of you guys are like, well, this is closed. And just because of what's going on, it was like, I don't know. I just feel like it's better for all of us if I just leave that open for you guys. All right. Any other questions? Okay. Except for those that I said can go. The rest of you guys, I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye, have a good day.
You said you have your interactive notes in your Canvas.
Yeah, we just looked at
You
it.
do post them? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Like the ones that you fill out that are previous, are those posted in there too or no?
No, I only post the blank ones. They have to watch
Okay.
the video to do the notes.
Okay.
Alejandra, I just want to make sure that you're catching up, hun, because I haven't seen you in a couple weeks. Are you there? I think she's asleep. Tamia, are you there? Can you unmute?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm super glad to see you. I've had like a bunch of your teachers and I were wondering what's going on. So do me a favor and send me a message. I just want to catch up with you and see how we can get you caught up in class, okay?
Okay.
All right. You can go. I'm gonna take out Alejandra because she's not here. The rest of them are ours. Okay. Guys, I went ahead and made it so that Miss Banzone can stay in here with you instead of leaving. So let me know, Nora, if it doesn't work. I'm going to leave, but it shouldn't kick you out because you're a co-host. And then you don't have to go anywhere. You guys stay here until she dismisses you, okay?
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Jeremiah, your mom was a little confused about what I wrote to you. Honey, it's just because I didn't get to talk to you on Friday, and then I just hadn't emailed your mom yet. But I'll explain it to her. But basically, everything I did is to help you, not because you had a new IEP meeting yet. I think she was confused because she thought that there was an IEP meeting without her, and I just meant I was making modifications and accommodations for him regardless.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. If you have any questions, just let me know and stay in here until she excuses you. All right, guys? Bye.
Thank you, Ms. Gonzalez. Okay, guys, so before we do, I wanted to go over, make sure you guys are reading because it's important that you guys are reading, okay? But I wanted to share with you our Teams page, and Gustavo and who else was here the other day did not make it back to my Teams meeting. And I tried calling you guys and you guys wouldn't answer. So my only thing is that I want to be able to share with you guys what it is that we have on my Teams page that's for us. So I'm going to show you guys that really quick, and then we're going to complete the notes together that she just did so you guys can all submit them today. So let me share my screen. Okay. Can you guys see my Teams page?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So when you guys log into Teams, you guys are going to go on, and of course I have all these different class things that I have, but you guys aren't going to have all of mine. You guys will have, and let me scroll down to it. You guys will have this one. Do you guys see the blue square with the piece of paper? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, it
Yes.
says Miss Banzon, Mr. Hospitalis, supported inclusion. That's what SI means, teachers, for period 5 and 6 Gonzalez. When you guys go into your Teams app and you click on Teams, you're going to see this square. Now I want you guys to click on that square. And once you guys click on it, it's gonna actually take you in to our group. So in this group, do you guys see our chat, our post page now?
Yes.
Yes, okay. On this post page, any assignment or anything that I work on, even if it's just with one of you, or if it's with the kids from 6th period, all of that pops up here. And I've been sending you guys these messages, letting you know anytime we did something that it's in here. Now, instead of having to scroll through all of these messages, right, to see what I've completed with kids, and actually I think some of these I completed like with Harley, or no, in 6th period with Haley. I think, Haley, did I do any of these with you? Am I in the wrong class? No? Yes, maybe. Okay. What happened? Harley, did I complete some of these with you?
Yes.
I did, right? Okay.
Yes.
So if you go to files, so here's the little post tab. If you go to files and you click on it,
Mhm.
okay, it is going to show you everything that we've done in this class, whether it's with you or whether it's with somebody else from 6th period. So anybody who meets with me, all the assignments that we do together, we post. So
Okay.
for instance, we've done the Ratatouille active passive voice assignments in here, the direct and indirect characterization. So this one is the one with the face. I think Symphony, you guys were working on this one. And the one we completed was for Eric. So here's a completed assignment for Eric, right? With all the work that I did with whatever students. I don't know if it was 6th period or you guys. I don't ever remember who I'm meeting with because I meet with so many children during the day. But here's a copy. So if you guys want to go in and do Eric, you guys can go in and do Eric. If you want to do Paul, then you guys can choose to do Paul. But here's an example of what it looks like.
Okay.
Right? You guys can use this one if you want. You don't have to. You guys can add different things to it if you want. It's up to you. Also, the scavenger hunt was in here from the beginning of the school year. And then, so we've been working on tangerine questions. I have it in a Word doc, and I also, every time I update it, I put it in here as a PDF. If you're going to look at it, okay, because every single one of you guys have not completed this. Open up the PDF, because on the Tangerine, on the Word document, if you type in it or you try to copy and paste and you erase something, it's going to be gone. This one is an edit. You can edit it because that's what I use to type on when I'm working with kids. And then I save it as a PDF. So go to the PDF, you can click on it, and I don't upload them all separately because it just would be too many files. So every week, if somebody comes in here and when we meet, you guys will be meeting with me every day after, so we can at least complete the assignment for the day. But for the questions, I just copy and paste her questions, and then we just answer them. So here's the prologue, right? And it has all the questions. If you scroll down, you keep on going, it says Tangerine questions, August 18th through 19th. This is the name of the assignment. Here's all the questions with the answers. And Ms. Gonzalez said that you guys don't have to type them out if you don't want to. She said you guys could just answer the questions with verbally. So you could go in and submit a verbal response. But you guys could look at this if you want. When we have enough time during a class period to do questions, we will. But if I work with a student, I always fill in the questions with the answer and I post it. So far, and there's a lot here, we've completed all of the questions up to, so there's no reason, there's no excuse why you guys aren't turning it in, right? Because even if you're not sure, you can always come and double check here on Teams. Okay, so far we've done everything up to Tangerine. I think we ended off Friday, September 29th in the Tangerine questions. So that's here. Tangerine questions 926 through 929. So you guys really, because you have access to this, all these prior questions, you guys should be getting them done. And because you're behind, it is going to take some catch-up time, right? You're going to have to log on to our Teams, look at it, and whether you're cutting and pasting the answers into the text box or you're just saying it verbally, at some point you need to be able to do that on your own. I'm going to be meeting with 6th period and we'll probably continue these, but you guys have access to it too. So I don't want you guys not to use what's there. And then I know like Tayden had said, oh, it's cheating if we're using other people's work. Well, if you're listening, I talked to Ms. Gonzalez, if you're listening to the reading, right? And then you're just coming back to check your answers, she said it's totally fine. So if you've already read the first 4, then come back and make sure your answers are correct, check them, and fill in whatever you need to fill in Canvas to complete those assignments. And she says you can use this. So I don't want you guys to worry about that. So that's another resource you guys have that's there. But for today, I want us to actually complete the notes. So did you guys already open up the interactive notes page?
No.
Get it started? Okay, so let's type in that and let's do it together. So I'm going to go back to her page. And once we complete that, then you can leave and get started on the questions. Does anybody not know how to get into Teams? Jeremiah, do you know how to get into Teams?
Do you know?
Gustavo, do you know how to get into Teams? Jeremiah?
Looks like Jeremiah.
Who said yes?
Me.
Jeremiah, you know how to get into Teams. Okay, so you can find it under Files. How about you, Gustavo? Do you know how to get into Teams?
Yes.
Okay, so when I send you guys a message in Teams, are you guys getting those messages? Because some of you guys are not responding to me. Okay, let me say it one more time. When you guys go into Teams, are you guys getting my messages or not?
Say yes or no.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Harley. How about you, Gustavo? Are you getting my messages?
On my PC's slow.
Yeah, on your teams. You are getting my messages? Yes?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm going to take that as a yes. Okay, good. And Jeremiah, are you getting my messages? Yeah? Jeremiah, you're a little staticky, so it might be a bad connection. And unfortunately, there's no chat box in her group. I think Ms. Gonzalez disables it. So now we can't
I
talk.
think you can enable the chat. Since the host left and you're the co-host, there's some privileges that you can enable the chat.
I know I was looking at more, but I don't see it here.
Did you click meeting settings?
No, it's not allowing me to. Breakout room.
Okay.
Don't see it. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to go into the modules, and then I want you guys to go into this assignment. Tone versus mood.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go into there, and then I'm gonna open up, I think she gave, I don't know if her PDF is editable or not.
I'll make a copy.
Let me see, I'm gonna open it up and see if I can actually edit this one. Is Alejandra in your guys' class, or I don't know why she's still here. We'll just let her in and let it be. Okay. Alejandra, did you need help? Okay, maybe not. Okay, so you guys should have yours open. I did the PDF. You guys can do Google. Let me see if this is gonna let me type. No. I'm actually not gonna do this one because it doesn't let me type in it. And I want to be able to type in it like she did. So.
Well, usually you gotta make a copy for it.
On the PDF?
Yeah, usually that's how you do it, and the PDF is uneditable. Like,
It's unedited. That's what I'm saying. You can't edit the PDF. So I'm gonna open it in
Google is like the only one
Yeah.
that's editable.
yeah. So I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna open up the Google slide, and then it's gonna make a copy for me, and then we'll be able to type in it. So I'm gonna say this too. I did the same thing so when she was writing in her notes, I literally just took pictures of what she wrote, and that's what we're gonna do. Okay?
Oh, you used her screen. You did a screenshot.
I did.
Same,
What did you say, Tayden?
same here. Sorry, I
Okay.
accidentally clicked my mute.
Oh, okay. So do you guys need me to wait, or does everybody have it open? Okay. You guys have it open, yes or no?
I took pictures of that.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and do it then. If you have a picture and we're just gonna type it in, we're gonna get it
Okay.
done.
Okay.
Let me move you guys over. So I can see mine. There we go. So it says, turn the tone versus the mood. Why isn't it letting me? Oh, here we go. So we're just gonna fill it in, right? Writers, set a mood. And tone.
For me, it says I need permission to go on it.
Did you make which one did you go on? The Google?
Docs, yeah.
Okay, try opening it up in PowerPoint instead.
Okay. Yeah, I'm using my phone while doing the iPad at the same time, and it just says share a person. Like I can't do it. Oh, never mind. I just had to save it in files.
Okay. And then as soon as as soon as we turn it in and I see that it's turned in, then you guys are free to go and you guys can use the rest of your time to go on and look at some of those questions, okay? So the essential question is, what's the difference? I want to make my page larger. How do I do that? Where is my largen?
Okay, it was really complicated to open it, but I got it.
You what?
I got it open finally.
Okay. Okay, so let's start writing in it. Okay, so here we go. Can you guys see mine? The tone versus the mood. So it says writers set a mood and tone to their writing by conveying emotion through their words. What's the difference? That is the essential question.
Okay.
So this is what you're typing in the first box. The second box is about tone.
Are you typing the different box or the same box?
I'm in the same box. I just need to make my words smaller.
Okay.
The thing is that this is so hard to share a screen and see this because I cannot.
And that's why several people have those gamer computers now.
I know. Those are nice.
Yeah, and they're very helpful.
Okay, so let me do this really quick. Oh, that's making it too small. Stop.
You gotta click the words, like select
Yeah,
all the words.
I know.
And then, oh,
I was trying to make my page bigger or smaller, Tayden. I got it. But thank you. The thing is that I want you guys also to be able to see it.
is that along the way or along the way?
Along the way.
Okay.
Why is it not letting me change my font size?
Oh, I see it. It's
Oh, here it
it's
is.
where, do you see like bold, underline?
Yes.
Click the plus and minus.
The thing is that it's going to be so small now. There we go. Okay, can you guys see it?
I can. I don't
Yes.
know about the others.
I can.
Okay.
I can't.
Okay, so look, if this doesn't work, I think I'm gonna check once we post it to see if you guys can actually cut and paste, you know what I mean? In case you missed a section. So we'll see how it works out, because I know on the other ones we can. There we go. So mood. Mood is the feeling the reader gets. From reading the author's words. It could be, so mood can be the same as the tone, but not always, right? Because how we've seen in our videos, the tone can change depending on what the author does, right? So writers create a mood by using images, dialogue, setting, and plot. Now let me make this writing a bit smaller. Okay. So tone. On the little bottom piece here, the author's feelings and attitude toward the subject. And the mood is the reader's feelings. You guys keeping up?
Yes.
Okay. So then we're just going to fill in some words for tone and mood that she had there. I'm going to make these a little bit smaller. Oh, that's great. It moved down. Wonderful. God, these boxes are tricky.
It's harder on iPad.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because to try like shrink the box or extend the box, you always like move the box every time. It's a pain in the butt.
God, this is hard. Let me make my page a little bit bigger. Oh, that's better. Okay, can you guys see it better?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. She sure did put a bunch of words in there. Okay, so tone can be light, optimistic, playful, serious, sad.
I'm ready for a nap. Too much knowledge in my head right now.
Is that, I hope, are you getting this stuff written down so we can turn it in?
Yeah, I'm using the text talk.
Okay, good. Okay. So there's tone. I'm going to get started on mood. And the thing is this, if we meet every day after class and complete it, then you guys don't have to worry about it. You can just focus on doing the book questions. And then of course it's going to take some time to catch up. Melancholy.
Oh, about the book.
Huh?
About the book, the other thing about them is that if I read one book and it's more interesting than the other, I get like stuck on it. Like it's super hard to get off till I finish the book.
I know, but my thing is this, and I totally understand that because I'm reading a book myself too, on top of reading Tangerine and then reading a book for my English 12 kids. So some books we're gonna like more than others, but then there's just some things in life that we just have to do regardless, right? We don't get to pick and choose. You know, whether
I wish
we want to
do that.
I wish too, but that's just the way it is, right? So even if we don't find this book interesting, we're still going to have to read in order to pass the class. And I mean, that happens all the time, even in college, right? Even when you have a job, sometimes you have to do things that you really don't like doing, but you do it anyways because it's a part of your job. Oh, did I misspell this? No.
Oh no. Oh, no.
This is frustrating. Gloomy. I thought we used gloomy already.
Mysterious, comma, romantic, comma, sentimental, comma, sorrowful, comma, suspenseful.
And I think I misspelled frustrating when I'm typing here.
Fanciful,
Okay.
kiffle.
Are we running out of time here? Does anybody know what time 5th period ends?
I can
Second
check.
period, sixth period just started.
Oh, did it just start? Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to load this onto our Teams page. So if you did not finish, right, where are you going to come back and find it?
Frightening,
in
frustrating,
Teams.
gloomy.
Under files, okay? And I'll post it on the chat too. So I'm going to let you guys go because I don't want you to be late. Save your page so you don't lose your work, right? And then I'll see you guys tomorrow in class.
Okay.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
Be sure to turn it in today. Get it done.